Hey guys, so today we got the BadBoy. Has the Honda engine, the fuel injected Honda, and so we're going to be changing the oil. So our oil filter's there, and then if you look on this side of the motor, so under here there'll be a black hose, and this is going to be our drain hose. And so the Honda oil filter that I picked up is this one right here. I got it actually from Walmart. They had it. And we're going to use Valvoline 10W30, and let's get this started. Hopefully this oil doesn't go everywhere. There looks like there's a shield underneath it, and this little hole that's in the frame, and the oil's going to go right through there. So we're going to crack this and see if that's true. Son of a gun, they could have put it on a little tighter. Let me get me a pair of channel locks now then. Maybe one of them fancy oil filter wrenches, I guess. Finally. No reason to be that tight, guys. Alright, let's take it off slow. See if sorry about the sun. Sweet. See the little shield? Take it off nice and slow, and it'll drain right through that opening in the frame. This mower has, I believe, 37 hours. So we're going to wait about changing the hydraulic filters until 50. But we're going to go ahead and change the oil, sharpen the blades, clean it up before mowing season. Actually past mowing season already. One of the reasons I went ahead, I'll show you guys a picture of some of the other compatible oil filters. One reason I went ahead and went with this Honda versus just a Fram. The Honda was only, I think, 12 bucks at Walmart, and the seal on it just seems a little more pliable, and it was recommended, and I thought for 12 bucks I better go ahead and go with what was recommended. So I'm gonna get some paper towel and wipe some of this oil up in this little drip pan, and then we'll install the oil filter. My filter's not going on. I think everything I've even looked up, this one comes with it's a T9Z24. When you look it up online, you get this same number, but it screws on, then it binds up, and it looks like there's some glue. You can see a little glue or something around the filter here, and it looks like it's some in the threads. You see that? I don't know if you can see that chipping out of there. So much for endorsing Honda. If it wasn't so much trouble, I'd probably just take this sucker back. I'm sure hope it fits though. So leave a comment if you have one of these Honda filters and you had the same trouble. Alright, now let's see if it'll go on. It wouldn't go on a while ago. It'd go about halfway and it'd bind up. So I'm curious if that was the problem. That was it. So guys, it should thread on real easy. I don't know if that's a common issue with these filters, but check your threads and see if you've got like a clear glue in there. Either that or buy another filter. Get a different filter. So we're going to get it on. Once the seal seats, we're going to give it about a 3/4 of a turn. And that should be more than enough. That seal is actually what it's doing your sealing. And so let's go over here and get the oil on the other side drain. Let's see here. So I've got a 5/8 and 11/16. This smaller one at the top is a 5/8. The bottom one's 11/16. I feel like this is a good knuckle buster. Trying to find some leverage on that thing is awful. I think I have read online and in the manual that this should be around 2 quarts to fill it up. So we're going to add roughly about 2 quarts and checking it periodically. Be careful filling it because it doesn't drain. It doesn't go down very fast. Almost overfilled it right then. So we're just a little low. We're going to add just a little more. Getting close to that two quarts. So that's right on the money. Maybe it's kind of hard to tell. See it right there? So now I think we're just going to clean it up, get all the dirt off of it, leaves out of it, grease everything up. I'm going to have to look for the grease fittings, but I know there's 2 here. I don't think they have any grease fittings on them. I know there's some grease fittings here on your drawbars. I don't think any of the bearings have any underneath down there. So, and we also have this small engine. This is Blaster Advanced. So what you do is you take spark plugs out and you squirt 10 seconds inside of the spark plug, put the spark plug back in, turn it over, but don't crank it. Let it set for 15 minutes. Then when you crank it, it'll burn off all the impurities and exhaust them out the exhaust. So it's a good way to give a little cleaning. And so we're going to do that right now. So I've got, let's see, this is a 13/16 spark plug wrench, and there's a spark plug just here on the back side next to your valves. One on either side. Get those and so this, again, like the oil filter, we're not going to tighten it up very much. Just get them snug with your fingers and then tighten them up just a hair. So like that's tight right there, and so we're going to pull it maybe 1/8 of a turn, 1/4 of a turn maybe, and put your let's before we put our plugs, our cover, we're going to turn it over. Not going to let it crank. You see how it smoked there a little bit. So now we're going to put our plugs back on, and we're going to let it set while we grease up everything, and I'll show you how bad it smokes. It burns off all the impurities. As I bought some seafoam, and where it says to take 2 ounces per gallon, 1 ounce per gallon to stabilize fuel. And so we got a little bit of fuel in there. We add about 1 ounce per gallon to it. It's 5 gallons. So when we add that to our mower, it'll just keep some good fresh. We always use 100% fuel, 100% gas, so that helps a lot. Alright, we're going to fire up the mower and let you see kind of how it smokes, since we got it good and clean. Smoke that bad. I think I've got anything else that I'm gonna do maintenance wise that I want to show you guys. Everything's been holding it up. Thanks for watching.